My name is Daniel, and this story began during one of the most confusing times of my life. I was 16 when my mother died. Before that, everything felt normal and safe. My mother was gentle and patient, and our home was always full of warmth and laughter. Even after long, tiring days, she knew how to make my father smile again. But when she was gone, everything changed. The house became quiet in a heavy, uncomfortable way. The kitchen, once filled with the smell of fresh meals and soft music, now felt cold and empty. My father spoke less and less. Most evenings, he sat alone, looking at old photographs. For nearly a year, it was just the two of us. I tried to be strong. I helped with cooking, cleaning, and small responsibilities around the house. I didn't want to make things harder for my father. But at night, when everything was silent, I missed my mother so much that sleep felt impossible. One evening, my father called me into the living room. His voice was serious, and that made me nervous. "Daniel," he said slowly, "there's something important I need to tell you." I sat down, wondering what could make him look so tense. "I've met someone." At first, I didn't understand. Then it became clear. "A woman?" I asked. He nodded. "Her name is Laura." He told me they had met at a bookstore. She worked there, and they started talking during his visits. Over time, those conversations became longer, and eventually, they began spending time together outside the store. "I didn't expect this," my father said quietly. "But she helped me feel alive again." I didn't know how to respond. Part of me felt he deserved happiness, but another part felt uncomfortable. The idea of someone new in our life felt strange. A few weeks later, I met Laura. She came to our house on a Sunday afternoon. "Daniel, this is Laura," my father said. She smiled kindly and held out her hand. "It's nice to meet you." She looked calm and simple, with dark hair and soft eyes. Her voice was gentle. Still, I felt unsure. I greeted her politely, but I kept my distance. During lunch, she tried to talk with me. She asked about school, hobbies, and books. I gave short answers. Not because I wanted to be rude, but because I didn't know how to feel. My father, however, looked happier than he had in a long time. Over the next few months, Laura became a regular part of our lives. She helped with meals, brought desserts, and filled the house with a little warmth again. Then one evening, my father made another announcement. "We're getting married." I forced a small smile, but inside I felt confused and uneasy. After the wedding, Laura officially became my stepmother. She tried hard to be kind. She greeted me every morning, made breakfast, and asked about my day. But I stayed distant. I told myself she could never replace my real mother. As time passed, life became more normal again. My father was happier, and the house no longer felt empty. But something about Laura began to feel strange. She sometimes received late-night phone calls and stepped outside to answer them. When she returned, her face looked serious. Once, I saw her reading documents, but she quickly hid them when I entered the room. Another day, I saw her talking to a man near our gate. He gave her a small package. When she noticed me, she quickly hid it. "Just someone from work," she said. But something didn't feel right. My curiosity grew. One night, I heard her speaking quietly on the phone. "We have to be careful," she whispered. Daniel must not know yet. My heart started racing. What was she hiding from me? The next day, I couldn't focus on anything. When I came home and found the house empty, I made a decision. I went into her study. Inside, everything looked neat and ordinary. But in one drawer, I found a small notebook. I hesitated, but then I opened it. At first, it looked normal. But then I saw notes about meetings, packages, plans. And then I saw my name. Daniel is still unaware. He must be protected until the right time. I felt a shock of fear and anger. Protected from what? That night, I followed her. She met the same man near a closed cafe. I hid nearby and listened. Is the boy ready? The man asked. No, Laura said. But we don't have much time. Then she said something that changed everything. I promised his mother I would protect him. My mother. I froze. Suddenly, everything felt different. The next day, Laura asked me to sit down and talk. She didn't look angry. She looked sad. You deserve to know the truth, she said. She brought out an envelope filled with documents and a photograph. In the photo, my mother stood beside a man I now recognized. His name was Michael. He had been helping my mother in secret. Laura explained everything. My father had once been involved in dangerous and illegal financial activities. My mother discovered it and feared for my safety. She worked with Michael to collect evidence. And before she died, she asked Laura, her close friend, to protect me. That's why I'm here, Laura said softly. Not just because of your father, but because of your mother's promise. Everything suddenly made sense. All the secrets. All the strange behavior. She wasn't hiding something bad. She was protecting me. I'm sorry, I said quietly. For not trusting you. Laura smiled gently. Trust takes time. In that moment, I saw her differently. Not as a stranger, but as someone who had been standing beside me all along, protecting me. Sometimes, the people we misunderstand the most are the ones who care the most. And sometimes, the truth behind a secret is more powerful than we ever expect. My stepmother was never my enemy. She was my guardian. And because of her, my future was finally safe. If you enjoyed my story and want to improve your English listening skills while hearing more emotional, relatable stories like mine, I invite you to visit my YouTube channel to learn all about English. On my channel, you will find emotional storytelling in simple English, perfect for A1, A2 learners. Step-by-step listening practice to improve comprehension. Vocabulary tips and easy-to-understand moral lessons. Stories that teach life lessons while helping you practice English. Click, listen, and learn with me. Every story is an opportunity to improve your English and experience the world through someone else's eyes. Don't forget to subscribe and join our growing community of learners who love stories and English just as much as you do. Join now and let's learn all about English together.